Welcome back to the State Series. Today we are talking about Kentucky. Kentucky is known as the Bluegrass State, and experts do not agree on which Native American language this name comes from. It's possible that Kentucky means land of tomorrow, or at the head of the river, or among the meadows. Starting short and sweet with the gender-neutral name of Derby after the Kentucky Derby. Derby is English for park with deer, and the race is for 3-year-old thoroughbreds. I'm not quite sure I agree with horse racing, but I do love this name. Duncan is a nod to the baking mix company of Duncan Hines, which was started in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Duncan is Scottish for dark warrior. Frankie, which I would argue is very gender-neutral, is for the capital of Kentucky, Frankfort. Frankie comes from the name Francis and either means French person or free person. We have Harland, aka Colonel Sanders from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Harland learned how to cook when he was 5 because his father died and his mom had to go to work and somebody had to feed the family. Harland invented the pressure fryer because he loved the taste of pan-cooked chicken but didn't like that it took 35 minutes to make. I have suggested this name multiple times before. It is one of my favorite whimsical word names, julep. The mint julep is the famous drink at the Kentucky Derby, and this might have me loving J names. Knox is taken from Fort Knox, which is home to an underground vault of the U.S. gold reserves. Pretty interesting. And Knox is Scottish for Round Hill. Lewis is inspired by Louisville, Kentucky, which is the largest city in the state. You can pronounce it Louis or Louis. It's German and French for renowned warrior, and I have one in my extended family. This next name might have one of my favorite connections in the entire series. Millie is for Mildred Hill and her sister Patty Hill, who wrote the melody for the Happy Birthday song in Louisville, Kentucky. It was originally called Good Morning to All and written for their kindergarten classes. So I made this name up. Stillery is taken from distilleries. This state is known for their whiskey distilleries, and 95% of the world's bourbon is made in Kentucky. When I tell you I had bourbon on this list originally and at the last second changed to distillery because I thought you guys are just not ready. Finally, we have the name Tucker, inspired by the state name Kentucky. Tucker is an occupational name meaning fabric pleater. Let's do this!